what got me going on this one.
He was heated. He's looking you straight in the eyeball. There he is.
And parks right in the center.
And then he pulls out the sandwich and looks at you. Dude.
So
maybe they thought they were big.
Size does
matter.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about our top 3 RV parking pet peeves.
Oh, pet peeves. Bring them on.
It is going to be another fun video. If you haven't checked out our Boondockers Gone Wild, I know lots of people have been checking that out, and it's going to kind of be like that.
It's going to be, same style. Here you go.
Exactly. So, what is number 1
pet
on our list?
Number 1. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm going to say that they are the Crowders.
The Crowders. Hate the Crowders.
The Crowders.
We had one of those in Grand Canyon.
We sure did. We'll show the picture.
We did a whole parking video for RVs in the Grand Canyon. We got back to our RV, and
there he was.
They couldn't have parked closer to us.
It was like we could almost barely get in the door. I mean, the guy's like, what point are you trying to make? It's ridiculous.
But that's not the only thing.
Oh, no.
We've heard from some of you when you're out boondocking, and it's happened to us.
Out in the middle of nowhere. That's what we like about boondocking.
Hundreds of acres.
Oh, and guess who pulls up right next to you, decide to camp?
And then they turn on their generator.
That's a whole other story. But yeah, it's like, you could not find another spot, I don't know, even 40 feet away from me. But no, you're going to crowd her right in there next to me. Thank you very much.
Tell us more of your stories about some of those crowders.
Absolutely. What's the next one?
All right, well, first we're going to take a quick break and just remind folks to hit that like button because it helps to expand our channel, and hopefully that's a good thing. All right, moving on.
The next group.
What do we got?
They are the blockers.
The blockers. Now, that's different from the Crowders.
Yes, and we had a discussion about this.
Because the Crowders are just getting close enough, you can kind of wiggle out.
The blockers?
You ain't going nowhere.
No, it's like, how do you expect me to even move? Because you can't.
So we had this happen actually recently.
Yes.
And this is just one example. So we were in Acadia National Park in an oversized parking area. Oh, and stick around. We'll get to that one.
We'll talk about that size, people.
Do not want to click away.
Oh, no.
And we came back with our bikes. We had done the carriage roads, and there was this huge pickup truck parked behind us where it's no parking. It's yellow lined.
More than just parked behind us.
Well, I think they were about a half an inch, and I'm not exaggerating.
Not exaggerating.
From the back of our bike rack.
Yes.
And
there was no way we could put our bikes onto our rack to leave. Thank goodness they were still there. What about the other one?
Yes. If you've ever pulled into a retail area or somewhere just to, grab some lunch, or you need to run into the store.
You grab some groceries or something?
Yeah. In some of these smaller towns, the parking lots are smaller.
Right.
And you try, especially if you have a bigger rig, you try not to block people, not to be in people's way. Right. And you're very limited where you can pull. And so you are coming into that lot. You've checked out the satellite image. And
Sandwich Man decides to drive in. Here he comes.
As you're getting ready to pull into the spot.
He's looking you straight in the eyeball. There he is.
And parks right in the center across 10 parking spaces.
Yes, in the middle of 10 parking spots. So you can't park there.
Can't pull in behind him or in front of him.
And then he pulls out the sandwich and looks at you. Dude. Could you maybe pull over here into the normal parking spot so we can pull our big rig in?
And then they see you circling and trying other spots.
While they're enjoying the sandwich.
And you're like... So that was number 2.
Yes.
And quickly before we run on to number 3, we also remind folks to... Go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications because you get to see when new content's posted. Right. And some of it funny like this.
Absolutely. Visit our websites as well. It helps us stay on the road and do great content like this. Also comment where you want your comments, especially for this guy.
Yeah, especially for this video.
Yes, we want some comments.
Hear your stories.
Yes.
So, all right, number 3. I have to... I think I might have ranted the most about this one.
Oh, size.
And it's the size challenge.
It is.
So you will know, and I know this is a topic that gets talked about a lot, especially with respect to rest areas and truckers.
Yes.
You know, there's very strong feelings about people, you know, who don't like taking up those larger spaces in rest areas because truckers need those.
Right.
And
they don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice. So we are on that side where we try not to choose a rest area if we have other options. If we have to, and we know it's not too busy a rest area, we'll even find places on the perimeter like we did in Moriarty. You can check out that video.
Right.
But what got me going on this one was
he was heated.
Again,
he was
recently in Acadia. There's they do a great job at actually, you know, assigning areas where oversized vehicles can park, and then they say RVs, trailers, and buses, right? So, and you'll find those, you know, at the visitor center and other places. Anyway, one of the busiest places in the park also has those spaces, and there are always cars circling looking for parking.
Oh, it's like Shark Fest. It's like crazy.
And so we went around, and they're parked in one of the oversized areas. Van, truck, camper, car. Luckily, there was a giant RV space,
and we took
just big enough for us. We were able to slip in there, but people were trying to pull in front of us and back of us. And we just told you the truck story.
Yeah.
But not only that, but at the visitor center, same thing. Giant lot, plenty of space,
all
everywhere.
kinds of parking. And
I'm
showing pictures here.
And it was a rainy day. Folks could have gotten closer to the visitor center, the hiking trails.
Yes.
But they parked in the oversized lot. And you can take a look at these pictures and maybe see
what we're talking about here.
Should have made potentially a different decision.
Yes. So maybe they thought they were big.
Maybe they did, but I'm here to say that size does matter. Yes, it does. So if you can fit in a regular space, go ahead and fit in a regular space.
And
everyone
if you can't,
will be appreciative.
Then we appreciate it because we have those big spots to park.
Exactly.
So.
All right, so I think those are the top three. We want to hear some of yours.
What are your pet peeves on parkers? Please tell us. Comment below.
All right, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and
keep on trekking.